the way that budgets work with production, every single day you're spending money. So if something has been delayed, you're spending more and more and more money. Every day costs money. So now these productions are losing money.
Yes.
So they want to come back hard and they're losing money. And what does that mean for you and myself, right? Because I mean, unless Diddy is on this conversation or like The Weeknd is on this conversation, right?
Right.
I consider myself an unknown artist. I'm more business to business. I'm not a huge household name to like your nieces and nephews. I'm more known behind the scenes, right? So in that effect, my presence to the public is just like it is to all of yours, right? And I think that what that means for us is that when these companies come back, we experience this huge wave. They're producing more, so they need more music. Budgets are lower because they've lost so much money. They're not going to be spending money on The Weeknd, Kendrick. They're going to be coming to me. They're going to be coming to you. So whereas you never really. It never really was a barrier of entry that you don't have a massive name in sync anyways, even pre-COVID. I mean, you can, I love my career, and nobody knows who I am, right? So it never was a barrier of entry, but I think now even more so because those budgets are shrinking every single day, that they're going to be looking for your music. Because, and that's not to say that you're going to get really, really small fees. Your industry standard fee is a small fee, right? I'm talking like, so we had a trailer with Led Zeppelin coming out for a film a couple years ago. And I'm sorry, let me back that up. They loved the Led Zeppelin song for this trailer, and they wanted to do an updated hip hop version of it. So it was basically kind of like, it was a remix / cover, right? Had my vocal on it, new production, but then it also had the original vocal as well in there. So it's this hybrid thing. To give you an idea of what I mean in terms of budget, Led Zeppelin got I don't even know if I should give the specifics of this. This is kind of like, I'll just say this. Led Zeppelin got a massive 6-figure deposit into escrow just to watch the trailer to see if they wanted to be a part of it. And if they, massive 6-figure, like deep into 6 figures, right? Just to watch it, to see with our stuff on it, with our take on it, without their contribution, their notes or anything like that. We just took their track. We did a remix of it, put my vocals on it. And they wanted that money in escrow to watch it, to say, okay, we like this. Now let's negotiate a sync fee for you to be able to use it. So, So this is, you had to drop 6 figures to negotiate how much you were going to pay them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean in terms of, and for me, if I even got $100,000 for that, that's pretty standard for a no-name artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
$100,000 all in. You know what I mean?
That's really encouraging for the indie artists, is that even though budgets might be smaller, that's actually going to help the indie artists, because like we would be thrilled with a $100,000 trailer placement, whereas
Absolutely.
like you can't even get on the phone with Led Zeppelin for $100,000. So
no, it costs $100,000 to get on the phone. So when I'm saying that, the whole point of all that is that that now the budgets are shrinking, so now it's more attractive to use underdeveloped, under-established artists, because you can get them for cheaper.